Then they start whispering to each other while I'm there, and I'm like, but like,
I even give them space. Now, did you notice I don't really?
yeah.
It was like, oh, his leg was funny. I was like, that sounds like an excuse because you're telling me now after the fact. The other 4 people that were there, were they ready? You don't have to be ready for anything. This is not your house. This is the brother's house. But for me, it's not the win. It's the effort. And I asked you before you went, do you understand the game? You said yes. You said, oh, you didn't know that I was staying. Because he was just giving excuses upon excuses. I was like, all these things you're telling me, it's even pissing me off the more.
Gigi Jasmine has complained bitterly to Sultana and Kulture regarding her new dimension of friendship with Denari. If you all know, Denari and Gigi Jasmine are good friends, okay? Now, Gigi Jasmine is saying that yesterday, that's after the HOH task, that Denari was feeling a certain way, rather after the HOH Challenger game. And she went to meet Denari, that she was asking Denari, are you okay? Why are you feeling this way? And all of a sudden, Doris pops up from nowhere and, moves towards Denari. Doris didn't even give her breathing space to have a conversation with her friend. That she has noticed these things of lately, that anytime she wants to have a conversation with Denari, Doris appears from nowhere. And Sultana was like, of course, you need to give them space. That even before coming into this house, that she knows that anytime a boy and girl are together, if they were previously your friend, you will need to accord them some space, some time. It will no longer be like friendship as before. But Culture told Gigi Jasmine that the thing is this, that Doris was banking on Denari to win the HOH Challenger. And it didn't end well like Doris expected. And Doris got so angry with Denari. She shouted at Denari that you need to be fast and doing. You are usually slow, always taking your time during games and all of that. But we'll still get to hear Doris' part of that story though. But let's concentrate on Gigi Jasmine and Sultana and Kulture. So Kulture then told Gigi Jasmine that was why Denari was down all through. That don't worry, that he will be fine. Is it not relationship people? Is it not a biggest game again? Don't worry, that he will be okay. And Gigi Jasmine now said, well, that Doris is just enjoying and benefiting from the work she did. That does Doris know how long it took her to get Denari out of his shell? That Denari was a shy person, always keeping to himself, and when they became friends, he could engage Denari, and from there, Denari started speaking up, cracking jokes, becoming bubbling. He now got comfortable in the house and started talking to people, and all of a sudden, Doris is here, not even giving her time to, enjoy her friend. And not like there is any ulterior motive, but the way Doris is beginning to make her feel so uncomfortable around Denari. She said honestly that she missed her friend Denari, and that Denari is beginning to look like a lost puppy of lately. That every minute Doris is shouting, Denari, Denari. You all know how Jasmine talks now. But anyway, Sultan actually advised her to give them space, that if she actually likes Denari, she should give Denari that space and opportunity to be with Doris. Now, regarding Denari and Doris, so Jason J actually called Doris to have a word with her concerning Denari. So Jason told Doris that, you're my friend and I'll be very honest with you, that the way you spoke to Denari and your countenance towards Denari after that HOH Challenger wasn't a good one. And Doris began to explain that there is something about Denari that she does not like. That before they went in for that game, she told Denari that I'll select you as one of my challengers. So get prepared. So if at the end of the day, it doesn't go in my favor, it goes in your favor, and we retain this our position. That Jason J already has immunity, okay? Since he's most influential housemate, his immunity is sure for him. Now, secure this. If you get the HOH, another immunity, when they will ask you who you will be saving, you will save me. Or if I get it, I save you. And I know that my clique is sorted. And if eventually, maybe Jason J gets it, that that Jason will just have to save one person. But let's work for this. Let's hustle for this. And Denari said, okay. Now, she now said, coming into the arena, and things didn't go as planned. That even Jason, I told you, okay, go, I'll select you as well. Get this. This is how it will go. Okay, luckily, we got into the arena, and luckily for us, Denari still happened to be in the number of my challengers. Now, it got to you to play, and you were the last to play. While every other person was playing, I was asking you, do you understand this game? Are you seeing how other people are playing it? Are you seeing how it's going? And you kept saying yes. I asked you, do you have any question? That usually in arena game, the last person to play always has an advantage because you've seen how others played, you've learned from their mistakes, you've seen Big Brother correcting, all of that. And Denari said fine. Then now she was expecting Denari to deliver. And what happened? Denari went there, he was sluggish, he came out, he was, he kept, that even when it was time for him to observe the obstacle courses, he was getting it wrong. That imagine licking lemon while you were not supposed to even lick lemon, and Big Brother had to correct you, that he got it all mixed up, and he really pissed her off. And now that wasn't just what got her, that she was angry already, but coming out, and she approached Denari to ask Denari, like, what happened? What was that? Only for Denari to say that he wasn't mentally ready. He wasn't prepared. He didn't know this how it would go, that he wasn't prepared for the challenger. And she was like, come on, you weren't prepared. How? Every day in this house, you wake up prepared that any task can come. Any game can happen. So why are you saying you were not prepared? I informed you before going in. We got there, I was still keeping a tab on you. You were last to play, yet you said you were not mentally ready. Do you think Zita was ready? Do you do you think other challengers were ready? Well, Jason J advised Doris to tone it down, that he knows quite well you're an alpha figure, you're an alpha female, and at that, you would like things to be done on your very own tone and everything. But you and Denari have to work at a pace, that if truly, genuinely, you like this guy, you want this guy, everything have to be done slowly, slow and steady. You will have to, get to know him better, him know you well. You tell him, oh, this is how I love my things to be. This is, and besides, you know that these games are not predictable. But okay, it's quite funny that he said he wasn't ready, okay? But then next time, I think you should tone it down. That it was so obvious, the way you were talking, the way your body language, everybody noticed that, and that he wouldn't want that to happen some other time. That you know how this house can be. Later on, Jason J also called Denari to have a word with him, telling him that honestly, with ladies is not always easy. That even him here that is advising you, that his girlfriend is very stubborn, his girlfriend that is not in this house, that they fight all the time. But the beauty of it is that they love each other, and that love surpasses all of that. That if you see where he's fighting with his girlfriend, he'll be like, what's going on here? But at the end of the day, that the beautiful side to her overshadows all of that fights, debates, arguments, or whatever flaws he's seeing in her. That if you make up your mind that Doris is the one you want, that once you know deep down, it's not about the game, it's not about strategy, it's not about biggest house, deep down she's the right woman for you, just take it easy with her at a pace. No matter what she's saying, no matter what she's telling you, you know that with women, it doesn't always come easy. And then I thanked Jason J for that opportunity and the advice, and told Jason that honestly speaking, he was so angry with Doris because Doris kept blaming him for not winning that game. And that deep inside him, he was saying, okay, why didn't you just go in there and win it? Was it also easy for you? And there's something Doris said that got her really angry about Denari. That Denari said that the first game, that's that warm-up game they played, that he went there with all his energy. Was he not the best in that game? And Doris now said, why will you even talk about the warm-up game? Was it part of what we were playing? That it seems as though Denari is lost in this house. Because why will you say that you were the best in a warm-up game? A game Big Brother told you that we were just playing for fun. Why will you say that? Why didn't you use that energy for the main cause of the day? Anyways, this relationship is just like how many days they will get to understand each other. Now, small. And as for Gigi Jasmine, I just hope she braces up, because Doris at this point does not even like Gigi Jasmine. Imagine Doris calling Gigi tortoise. Hi, God. And how I wish Gigi Jasmine even knows that Doris and Sultana also gossip her. the day that's coven, the day their secret will be out. Anyways, I want to hear your opinion regarding Gigi Jasmine complaining about not getting to spend time with Denari, and Doris complaining on how Denari is not up and doing the way she would want him to be delivering, because she wants her man to be up and doing it. She wants her man to be winning tasks, winning games. Because efforts count. She was telling Jason that efforts do count in a show like this. Doris go worry Denari, and this is Denari who is already planning to introduce Doris to his mom, to his family. Anyways, let me read your comments regarding this. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video, comment, and share. Bye.
But this is that period where you watch out for all the things you need to watch out for. She know the back down from arguments. Yeah, I'll give my advice, and I know that you take it.